Yo guys, Ollie Tatty, and today I have found a game. Um, first, I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm recording a video in a couple of days. First thing I'm going to say is, excuse my hair. I don't know what it's been doing all day. Wore a hat earlier, and it looks fine like this. It doesn't if I touch it, so I'm just going to leave it alone. And second thing I want to say. Third thing I want to say. Today we're playing Scrandle. Now, if you don't know what SCRAN is, right, it's a way of life, Personally, as a fat bastard myself, I'm very familiar with SCRAN, and I know what good SCRAN is, and I know what cheap SCRAN is, and I know what the best SCRAN is. But actually, if you don't know what SCRAN is, it's just sort of a British word for snacks, cheap food on the go. I don't know how to describe it. I don't think you can describe it really. It's just too perfect. But yeah, I think like snacks, but also sort of like cheap food on the go, food you'd get somewhere. It's not like posh food or anything, but you can also use it as an objective, like, oh, I'd scan that. I don't know why I've gone Manchester, but I'd scan that pasty, But there's a game here I've found called Scrandle, which, to be honest, I've only seen ignorant Americans play this, who are stupid and awful and don't know what they're talking about, and I mean that wholeheartedly. But I mean, the game there's going to be two pictures from FOOTY SCRAN, the Twitter account. So in this case, SCRAN is like pies and food you'd get at the footy, at the football match, down your local. And you have to pick which one you think more people would eat. I guess we can still play along with that game, but what I was going to go for is which one I would eat. But we'll play the game properly. We'll go for which one more people would eat. But I'll also give my opinion on it. So we'll go for a practice round first off, I guess, because we need practice. Yeah. So it's actually decided by the FOOTY SCRAN polls on Twitter. Now we start off with Birmingham City. Not a popular football club at the minute. Well, they are, because they've just broke League One record, because they spent about £50 million on doing it. They're coming up with steak and chimichurri sauce. Now, I mean this in the nicest way possible. That's too foreign. The French fries, alright. Chimichurri sauce. What is that? What does that mean? Although here we're going to this place in Malaysia where Man United probably lost today. They've got a gourmet cheeseburger for £3.45. Doesn't look too gourmet. But I will say one thing. When I'm at the football, I don't want to. Oh, look, we've got chips, but we've put steak on it, and we've done steak nice, and we've put this little fancy sauce on it. Oh, look at us, aren't we? Give me the fucking burger, right? I want a burger. I can eat the burger easily. There's no fannying about with the special sauce, and it's got all the trimmings on it. No, piss off. Just give us a burger that I can just eat. Just be done with. Like, I went to blooming Arbroath the other month, and I got a pie. Pies are great, especially if they come in a little tin, because you can just eat the pie. Done. Discard the tin or any container it comes in. Worst case scenario, you have to keep hold of it till the end of the game if there's no bin, like there was in Arbroath. I had a pie tin in my pocket for 45 minutes. But pies, simple, The chips would be fine. And if it comes with a fork, yeah, maybe the steak, but you're doing a bit too much. What the hell is chimichurri sauce? For a tenner as well. The cheeseburger does look a bit shit. It's not the best cheeseburger I've seen. But for £3.45, you can't really complain. Also, who's wanting to spend 10... If you're willing to spend more than 10 quid on food at the football, on just for yourself, if you're buying for your family, fair enough. If you're willing to spend £10 or more on one singular item of food at the football, just eat beforehand. It's not difficult. If, like, you know, oh, I'm a tad hungry and, you know, it's only half time, get myself a quick pie. Yeah, but if you're getting that, like, before the game's even started, just eat beforehand. Plan better, you dickhead. I would rather have this cheeseburger, even though it does look a bit shit. But I think more people are going to go with this because it's got your green stuff on it. It looks fancy. People actually prefer the cheeseburger. Well, fair enough. Next up. Right. Yeah. It's really brought us with two titans of the game here. We have what can only be described as a coming of age invention. You know, we've got the wheel. You know, we've had sliced bread. You know, we've had artificial intelligence. We also had a above-released lolly. And they're free as well. And to be honest, I was going to go for the hot dog. Because that's at the Aviva Stadium, which I believe is the national stadium of Republic of Ireland. I mean, it just looks plain. It doesn't look bad, you know. The sausage still seems mostly cooked. But it's £7. You know, I'm putting a hat on me, like, I can't be bothered with this stupid hair. I'm putting a hat on. And I need to find a hat first. Whichever. Yeah. There we go. First hat on. I'll book it out on this. See, I'm proper man now. Got the bucket hat on. I'm like Oasis. I'm just not paying £7 for that hot dog. Genuinely, £4 at a push, max for that. Above-released lolly is from the depths of hell, or as it is here, West London, but it's free. Can't really go wrong. 9%. So you got to look at everything when it comes to this. You can't just go, oh, that looks nice. That also looks nice. You got to look at the price. You got to look at the details. You've also got to look at where it's from. Now, we've got Froome. That's actually pronounced Froome. Learned that from a Mapmen video. Froome Town. I don't know what the division they play in. They've got a pulled pork hot dog. For £5, I don't think that's too bad. I think it's sort of like £6 is the maximum I'd pay for that. Maybe not at Froome Town, you know. I don't know many teams Division 7 or lower, so you've got to be at least Division 7 or lower. I don't want to pay that much at a Division 7 team. Whereas Hull City, second division, that looks nice. I'm not quite sure what chicken gyros is. I've never had it before. But there's chicken in there, there's some sort of garlic sauce, there's onion, tomato, naan bread, I believe, or pitta. Probably pitta, isn't it? With chips underneath for $6.75. It's a lot, but there's variety, you know. Again, that one is easier to eat because it's just a hot dog and then you can discard the tray. Whereas this one, you got to get your fork and you got to hold it and you got to while trying to watch them, while trying to watch the match as well. But I think that one just does look a bit better value, considering the level it is as well. I mean, it's 1.8%, you know. Oh, here we go. We have a full hog burger at Met Police FC, which is beef patty, bacon, sausage and cheese. For £6, I am all over that. But again, a burger that tall, I only want to get it at like Five Guys, man. I don't want to eat that sat or stood at the football match, you know. It does look good though. It does look really good for £6 as well, which is obviously cheaper than that gyros box from Hull. And then you've got the Playford Patriots. I almost sort of don't want to vote for them for that name alone. Of course, they'd be American with that name. And we've got two lamb gyros with chips. Yeah, I can see the chips. I'm not quite sure. It's this one, isn't it? Apparently not. 96%. Right, okay. Here we go. Top Spurs. Europa League winners. Chicken burger and chips. Immediately, $9.49. No. Although this sort of does look like it's in hospitality because it's been served in sort of like a proper plate on a proper table. The sauce as well. I don't want to be licking my fingers at the football. You know, you look like a knobhead. I mean, obviously people don't care what you look like at the end of the day, but like, I would feel like I look like a knobhead if that sauce gets on my fingers and I have to go. You know, chunky chips, only about 8 of them. The chicken does look nice though. If that was just chicken on its own, like in a little box and bits of chicken, yeah. Put on this side, spring rolls and leek with a tomato sauce. I mean, for 50p, you can't really go wrong. The big spring rolls, like. I mean, that one is at least. I don't actually think that is a spring roll. I don't know about the leek. Not really after eating leek. I'm not sure about tomato sauce with spring rolls. I'd rather, like, you know, something that more traditionally goes with spring rolls. I could just think of sriracha, but I mean, yeah. It's £10 for that burger. Here we go. The Chinese box at Reading. £10, you know. I know they've got to save the club and all, but they're taking the mick a bit. Who's trying to eat a bowl of fucking chicken? Sorry, I'm passionate about this. Who's trying to eat a bowl of fucking chicken noodle soup at the football? There's more noodles down here. Just give me the chicken balls and the spring rolls. Done. I can just eat them, discard the box. I don't want to have a tub, like... It's stupid. It's a smash burger. That looks alright. £6.50. There's this Hartley Whitney. I mean, it's better, isn't it? Yeah. The other one. Froome Town on the back. £5 pulled pork hot dog. Tooting and Mitcham. Boneless jerk chicken. With rice and plantain. They're just doing too much. Just sprinkle all the veg. I'm after a greasy fucking burger. Right? And sprinkle all the vegetables on there and got all the sauce and you have to get your fork out and... Like, the folk who go to, like, higher up football things and get food regularly, do you, like, take your own fork into the stadium or something? The pulled pork hot dog wins here. No, obviously that looks appetising, but you don't want it at your football. Dundee United! Dundee United burger. £4.50. What the Bavarian bees? Minnesota? What the fuck business do Minnesota United have making a Bavarian beast? I don't understand. I know it's quite hard to ignore, but we're ignoring Dundee United's burger for a second. What's going on with the Bavarian beast? It's a pretzel. Now, I've never had a pretzel before. I'm not quite sure what sauce goes with that. I mean, at first I thought that was donut glazing. I thought it was like one huge donut with a bit of chicken in the middle. But, I mean, it could be garlic sauce. Do you have a garlic sauce with pretzel? Mayo? Some sort of other gloopy white sauce that I don't know about in Minnesota. And then just one bit of what I'm assuming is chicken in the middle. £15 as well. You could... that's just stupid. They've sprinkled it all with sauce. So you're going to get your hands dirty. Pardon me, sorry. It's just stupid. Genuinely, I would rather get this burger. It looks shit. Because they've taken an unappealing photo. You know, if you give that to some of the best photographers in the world, they'll make that look like a gourmet burger. But it'll be alright. It'll fill you up, you know. I say you're unlikely to get food poisoning from it. But that, you know, I'm assuming it's a sharing box, so you and your mates have got to tear apart the pretzel while trying not to get your fingers in all the garlic sauce. And then you've got one bit of chicken that you also have to share between you. It's just doing too much. I'd rather have the burger, yeah, 8%, but I'd rather have it at the football. Philly cheesesteak at Chef Wed. I mean, I'm guessing that's cheese. And the steak doesn't look too appetising for £5. But Budapest. Gyros, Kenya. bread, lard, paprika, and raw onion. This probably explains so many things. I like eating raw onion. When I'm cooking with my mum, and I'll have take a bit of cheese, nibble that, like some of the feta, nibble that. I'll do it with the raw onion. It gives you a sort of kick that I like. And I can taste it in my mouth already, the raw onion. And a pound. You can get 5 of these for one of them. That'll fill you up. 22%. Right. A kebapi roll at Rockdale, Illingdon. Or Australian. With ajvar, chips and a drink. What the hell is ajvar? Is that the person holding it? It does look like a dog has shat on your hot dog. I don't understand, really. That's £8 as well. You've got currywurst. You see sausage, chips. This isn't by Munich, so I'm assuming they've got some of the best food in the Bundesliga, you'd hope. Germans as well, they like to do things proper. I know I said about, you don't want to be holding something and eating it with a fork. That looks small enough where you could get away with it. That just doesn't look appetizing, and it's also almost twice the price. Because you eat the sausage, eat the chips, I'm going with that. Yeah, I don't know, that's 73%. It just looks like someone's shat on the burger. Anyway, that's the practice. Now time for the real thing. Chicken burger and dirty fries at Tilbury FC. Price for each £5.50. Okay. The dirty fries look alright. The cheese is just store-bought, isn't it? You'd want a bit of melty cheese, wouldn't you? The chicken burger also looks alright in the background. Got bacon in it as well. Pulled beef and gravy topped chips. At Hartlepool, you've managed to make something from the general vicinity of Hartlepool look appealing. I'd have that. I'm hoping they give you a fork, but I'd much rather have that. The cheese on there just doesn't look great, and it's £6. It's probably it's more expensive than most houses in Hartlepool, but I'd rather that. Yes. Come on. Oh, I accidentally clicked on that one. I was going to go for the right one anyway. A pizza slice at Arsenal. Looks fine. It's quite an unappealing picture. £5 for a quarter of the pizza though. That's still a better value than Domino's, but let's got Pulse med Lumper at Lillestrøm in Norway. £3 for a hot dog and ketchup. I don't like that. The ketchup's going to fall out and I think it already has. The ketchup's got on your sleeve. You've messed up there. I'd rather go with a pizza slice, to be honest. It looks fine. £5's a bit expensive, but it's something about that's just off-putting. I think people are actually going to go with this one. I'm going to go pizza slice. Yeah, 17%, just because it's a bad photo. Speaking of pizza slice at West Brom, that looks a bit better. Atletico Paranense. It's a coccinha. Chicken croquette. Okay. It looks alright. £3.50 for almost a quarter of a pizza. It looks more appealing than the Arsenal one. That looks good, I just don't know what it is. I think more people will have voted for this one. No, 82%, right, fair enough. Atletico Mineiro. Tropero. Pork, crackling, fried egg and rice. You're doing too much there. Who's trying to have fried egg at the football unless it's in a burger? Meanwhile, bratwurst at Cullen. £2.60, not bad. It does look comedically small. That's sort of what you want. I'd rather have the bratwurst. They're both similar price. £2.40, you're getting more bang for your buck there, more variety. That's not what you want at the football. I'd rather have the bratwurst. 90% nice. churros at Sao Paulo, £1.50. I'm not the biggest fan of churros. I had them once, I think, when I went to Amsterdam. It wasn't quite the texture I was expecting from them, so I wasn't really keen on them, but for £1.50, you can't really go wrong there. Meanwhile, I've got the West Adelaide Raptors, mate. They've got a Euros pack for £5.80. It's got chips in there. Got your salad. Some form of meat. I'm assuming steak. And the fact that you got to build your own as well is sort of taking the mick at £5.80 as well. Churros. Yeah, right, man. Yeah, I don't know the churro economy. Is £1.50 for a churro bad? Fat snags. That is one bit of marketing. Barbecue hot dog. It's also got some other form of sauce in there, but I can see crispy onions. I'm a big fan of crispy onions, I tell you. £7 though. Whereas a tantuni kebab free at the first 100 customers. That also looks good. I'm liking the look of the Balkan treat box at St. Louis City. If it's free as well, that looks good, but again, I think that's going to be messy. Especially considering it's already flowing out of the bun. I'm going to go with the tantuni kebab. 94%, fair enough. Olive pizza at Marseille. Yeah, that's shit. Just like the morals of most of the players. Anderlecht. Mitraillette. Chips and fried meat with sauce. Andalous on a baguette. I mean, yeah. I don't see any way you're actually going to have that as a sandwich. Oh, that's alright, I'm going on with that one. Yeah. Charlotte FC. Fried pickles. I know Scotland gets a bad rep for frying everything, but you don't eat fried pickles, do you? I mean, I like pickles, I like fried stuff, you can tell by the size of me. You don't need to combine the two. Osset United, no clue who they are, what division. Pie, chips, peas and gravy. I mean, it's classic football scran. Too much that I'm trying to have on a match day. With a pint, it's a tenner. I mean, the pint itself's going to be like at least £4, I reckon, so I'll say £6 for this. You're getting a lot of bang for your buck. Just remove the peas and the gravy. Just pie and chips. That's all you need. But I just only have fried pickles, so I'm going to go with this. Yep. Run for a winner here. FC Twente in the Nederlander. Twente ham. Like Tottenham. There's no explanation, it's £4. Getting down too much with the veg. I'm not trying to go to the match to, become Joe Wicks or whatever and eat healthy and, I might put some guacamole on this, I'll substitute it for non-meat products. Just give me, I keep saying, give me a fucking greasy burger. Like this one, Basingstoke. This Stoke stack. So we've got pulled pork, a slab of chicken, a patty, cheese. I'd just much rather have the Stoke stack in it. I mean, 76%, but people don't realise it's all about. It's all about what you actually want at the match. I'm not trying to have a 6-course tasting menu. Just give me a burger and chips or a pie, But that is going to be it for today's video. Let me know down below your thoughts if you want to see me play more Scrandle or other games like that. Do let me know down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.